Well, hey there! I'm so glad you showed up. I was just about to start drawing an incredible animal that's also really fun to draw. It can live on average to be 80 to 150 years old. It burrows underground to stay cool and safe from predators. And it's a vegetarian, eating things like flowers and fruit and veggies. We are, of course, talking about the tortoise. All you're gonna need is a clean sheet of paper, a nice sharp pencil, an eraser, a dark marker or a pen, and of course, something to color with. All right, so let's go ahead and start drawing our tortoise. Now, the first thing I do when I draw any turtle or tortoise is I start with the shell. It's the biggest, easiest shape, so let's do that. Let's do this U shape right about here. Now, it doesn't have to be really steep or really curved, but it's up to you. It's however you want your tortoise to look. Typically, they're kind of domed. They have like a dome top like this. So I'd like to add a little bit more detail because a lot of them have these little ridges and bumps and things. And so I think that'll be a lot more interesting to draw. So let's go ahead and do a little few details here first before we get to our pen. I want to do something like this. I'm going to do a little line right here and curve it inwards like that. So instead of having it curve outward, which is convex, we're going to go concave, which is on the inside. And then up top here, instead of just going straight across, I'm thinking let's do like let's do a little line right here. Again, this is just the guide. We're going to use our dark marker or a pen later to do the rest of the details. Then we're going to go ahead and do, let's say 3 more lines right about like this. All right, so I think those little lines will be perfect. And then what I'm thinking is doing something like this. Then I'm going to connect those like that. So it kind of rolls up into a peak on here. And then I could do the same thing with these guys. Just connect them between the lines. So start right there and then kind of come back down. Super easy. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add another line, maybe right about here. A little U shape again, a little curve. And that's going to be for some other details, like some little details at the bottom of the shell. So I'm going to draw some lines. You can draw as many as you'd like. And then we're going to have these kind of curve and scallop at the end, but we'll tackle that later. Okay, so I think maybe the next thing to do is, these little designs on here can be kind of complex. Now, you don't have to have it like mine. You could draw your patterns or whatever, however you'd like. I think I want to draw mine kind of like this. I'm going to draw, let's do 4 lines in here. We're going to draw 1, 2, maybe over a little bit, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one's kind of drawn a few different ones. But I'll pick the best one that I like there. And I was thinking about doing something by like connecting these lines. Okay, now I would say let's just kind of do this. And we'll go down. And we'll kind of connect that. We'll go back up. Do another zigzag up to here and down to there. And then I'll just connect them like that. Now let's go ahead and draw the bottom half of our tortoise. I'm just going to draw another U shape underneath it. Kind of mimic and match that curve right there for the bottom. And then we're going to take the back legs. We're not going to add all the details right now, but the nice part about tortoises is they're pretty simple and geometric. You can make them out of some really basic shapes. So for example, I'm going to do the back legs. They actually consider them elephantine, is I think the word they use, because they're cylindrical. They're like a cylinder, and at the bottom they're flat, like elephant legs. Now on these, on tortoises, it's just their back hind legs that have that. On the front, they're a little bit different because they got to be used for digging. And I'll kind of bring that back, a little shape like that. And then I'm just going to kind of go, let's do that. Kind of lean that back. Now, if you need to draw like a really faint line to show where the ground is so you can see if it matches up with the front and the back legs, you could totally do that. Now, sometimes I need to erase a little bit to clean it up. Let's do the back tail. That's going to be super simple. It's going to be like this. But I think I also would like to put the head here let's do that. Let's do that. We're going to draw kind of an oval shape, and then we're going to connect it right here to the top of that oval. And then we're going to go the opposite way. Grab the bottom of that oval, and you're going to bring it back up. The only other thing I can think of is just doing a little bit more detail on the face, just so we know what that's going to look like. Like, for example, the head's not really rounded. It's more flat on the top, and in the front, they kind of have like a beak almost. And then we'll go, let's do this. Let's draw kind of the mouth shape. Maybe it goes down, points a little bit more at that beak, and then this comes back like that. Have it overlap so that front lip right there kind of hangs over just a tiny bit. And then I'll obviously draw our eyeball right here. Wonderful. Okay, so if you need to pause at this moment and catch up with the sketch, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, let's go straight into drawing our final outline. Now, careful, follow along with me because I'm not going to follow this exactly. This is like my skeleton that I'm going to draw over all the details on top of. So I'm not going to follow this exactly, but it's a great starting point. We're going to start with this edge. I'm going to go up, and I am going to keep this. I do like how this all turned out. So I'm going to do the top and the sides of the shell, just kind of keep them the same as I have them here. I'm going to go down right there. So I'm going to bring that line up and over. Let's bring that all the way to the edge. But I'm not going to keep these just flat on the bottom. So let's draw the lines first. I think the term would be called scalloped, but that just basically means we're going to have to go kind of like you're saying, some of those seashells, like clams. You see at the bottom of them, they're not flat, but they do kind of have these ridges. So we're going to do that. All right, so on the rest of these details, I think we're pretty good. I might want to raise these up a little bit more. When I say raise them up, I mean maybe do these lines a little bit higher. That's just from looking at it, I feel like I'm going to want it to be a little bit higher. So I'll go like that. Which means these are still the same. I'm just going to do my point here and then connect it right there. But it's generally the same idea. And then maybe over here, I'll just do it to the side, go from that point. Just follow the points that you've created. And then it's kind of like connecting the dots once you get to this point. Look at that. Now, if you want to see what it looks like, I'm going to just erase some of that from behind there so it's a little bit clearer to see. That's looking pretty fun. That's going to be really fun to color in. Okay, so now we have the tail. Cute little tail. Now for the back legs, I'm generally going to do this, but I'll do a little bit different just to add some more interest and also to make it feel a little bit more authentic and real. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to start going down here. But before I get to the bottom, let me kind of do this. I'm going to kind of bring up some wrinkles here at the bottom of the foot. Little wrinkles because you got these little toes at the end. Like this. There we are. Let's do the front foot. The front leg here to make it. I think that would be good to do right now so we know exactly what we're doing. We're going to kind of bring this up. And over here, I'm going to kind of have it go in so it's like pinching there so it looks like it's folded over. It's a real easy way at the corner here to make it look like it's the skin folded over. If I was going to show you my arm kind of bends and you see these little extra lines, that'll help it out. So make it look a little bit cooler. So we'll bring that back and then I'll do the same type of thing over here with the front. I'll add some more little toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They ended up kind of looking the same, but I still like how it turned out. All right, so now we're going to just copy this this line. I might bring it up a little bit. And we're going to bring that up. Now, This looks kind of funny because you got the legs looking like they're all part of the body here and there's no shell. There is an undershell. So let's do a really easy little line right here. And then we'll draw another one just right about here. We'll angle it in. And then maybe just simple, since we did so much on the top, let's just do simple lines for the bottom of the belly. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the neck. Now, some of these tortoises have really long necks, like the Galapagos tortoise. They have a really long neck, and what do you think that helps them with? Why do you think they have long necks? Well, typically, what I've noticed in nature is that animals with long necks have an easier time reaching food, getting a lot more access to some tasty food that a lot of other animals can't get. And so I'm assuming that's what tortoises are doing as well. That's why they have those big long necks. All right, so I'm gonna now make this beak right here. So remember I made the top of the head kind of flat. And then I'm gonna make this little smile with the little beak there. Maybe add the little nostril at the top. And let's go, I'm gonna carefully draw this eye. Now, however you draw eyes is up to you, but I like to draw them cute and friendly. So I draw them with a big pupil. And I'm gonna have this one looking up. There we are. I might add some little wrinkles on the neck because I think that would be cute and appropriate here. They do have lots of wrinkles all over their neck. And maybe I'll add one back here. And then on the front, they kind of have like a pebbly skin. So I might either do like, I don't know, just kind of hint at it, that it's kind of got almost like a little scaliness to it. I think that looks kind of cool because the front ones look a little bit different than the back ones, like I said. I'm gonna go and erase all the sketch here, and then I'm just gonna jump right into color. I think I am done. Oh, I really like how the little details on the shell turned out. How did yours turn out? Oh, that's awesome. I cannot wait to see what you guys made. Well, I can't leave this here without giving him a name. So I think Owen. Owen is my tortoise's name, and before I'm completely finished, I need to make sure to sign it. So put your name on the side here so that you can consider it done and anybody knows that it was you who made it. Well, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for drawing with me. I have plenty of other drawing videos on this channel, including turtles, if you want to stick around and keep drawing. But just in case I don't see you in the next video, always remember, be brave, be creative, and most importantly, be you. You are going to love our new book, The Nature Explorer's Drawing Guide for Kids. It's full of interesting facts and step-by-step instructions for drawing all kinds of plants, insects, and animals, helpful art tips, and even blank nature journal pages in the back for you to go outside and make your own discoveries. Check it out for yourself. You can find it anywhere online where books are sold.